What is up? Good morning from Cebu, Philippines. First of all, where are you guys at? I know we don't have a ton of people in the chat already, but people will slowly start to trickle in. I want you guys to check in and let me know where you currently are. If you're watching this on replay, welcome. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Make sure you're subscribed and come hang out when I'm actually live one day. Lee is asking about his trip, which he is coming to Thailand in October to mid-November from Colorado. Lee's from Colorado. Very nice, dude. I love Colorado. I've spent quite a bit of time there. I've attended the Pikes Peak hill climb multiple times. One of my favorite events in the world. But yeah, Lee, if you want to hang out when you come to Thailand, if anybody wants to hang out when you come to Thailand, go to car events, just have a beer, or attend CB Media meetups. Check the links in the video description. Make sure to join my Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and we do meetups in Thailand all the time. And also, I post my monthly car event calendar there as well, and you can come hang out at a car event with me, because I'm at car events almost pretty much every weekend. A lot of Americans in the house. What is up, my fellow Americans? California, North Carolina, San Diego, Dallas, Detroit, a bunch of Americans. What is up? Hello. Good evening. It's good morning here in Cebu, Philippines. I'm just waking up. Will says it sounds like you got the blue waffle. I'm just waking up. It is 10 a.m. here, but I'm just now pretty much getting my life together. I actually went out last night, shot some pool. I was planning on going to a live music bar that I've been to previously here in Cebu. Tosh, my voice is I'm just waking up. And I was out till like 3 a.m. last night. So, excuse my voice. It will get better. As I talk more, like literally me saying good morning to you guys, 60 seconds ago was the first words that I've spoken today. So, Lojo, Gatorade. I am drinking. Joe's asking what I was drinking. Gatorade. I buy sugar-free Gatorade in a giant jug, and then I drink it. Anyway, so last night, I've been to quite a few live music bars here in Cebu, which, if you know anything about Filipino people generally are famous for two things. One of them is singing, and the other one is playing pool. What is the Kentucky in the house? Very nice. My neighbor. Guys, what is the very famous Filipino pool player? The guy that's like world champion billiards player. Man. Zac Efron. Zac Efron. Have you ever guys seen this? Have you ever seen this guy shoot pool? He's like a legend. He's like the Michael Jordan of pool players. So the story about Zac Efron? No, I think Zac Efron's an actor. I can't remember the. Yeah, there we go. Rays, there we go. Thank you guys. So if you guys don't know about this guy, Filipino, basically grew up in, pretty much the slums of the Philippines and became a monster at shooting pool. He came to the U.S. and had to play in billiards tournaments under a false name, under an alias. Because if Efron Reyes, there we go. Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm still waking up. Yeah, he's a complete monster when it comes to pool. So Filipino people are famous for two things: singing and playing billiards. So there's a lot of really great live music bars here in Cebu. I'm probably going to go over my favorite bars when I do a full-blown Cebu Philippines review and total breakdown, which will be posted on my Patreon. Um, but last night I was going out to one of my favorite live music bars in Cebu, and I walked past this like sports bar, this like little like man, it's like a almost like a dive bar. And I walked in and they had a live band, cool vibes, pool table, and I ended up staying there for like 3-4 hours drinking beer, drinking San Miguel Lights, and shooting pool with Filipino people. And they were pretty good. I'm pretty good at pool. So I would probably win, lose 50-50. So at one point I got on the table and I was on the table for like 3 or 4 games, and then a chick beat me and she got me off the table. Yeah, it was a good night. I was out till 2:30, 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, it was a so if you're asking what's wrong with my voice, I was out till 3 a.m. drinking beer and shooting pool, and I just woke up. Yeah. So, good morning, guys. I'm hoping the Gatorade helps a little bit. Thailand is missing you. I'm missing Thailand. That is the title of this live stream. It is almost time to go home, and I'm not talking about America. It is almost time to go home to Thailand. I'm wrapping up my 1 month here in the Philippines, and it has been great, and I've really enjoyed my time. But yeah, man, I miss Thailand. I miss the food. I miss my friends there. I miss my cars. I miss my motorbike. I miss the beautiful beaches. There's beautiful beaches here. My plan to go to Siargao did not work out because my original plan was to go to Manila for a week and then go from Manila to Siargao. And once I got to Manila and I got food poisoning and I got sick, that screwed up my plans to go to Siargao because I wasn't able to book my plane ticket to go to Siargao. And there's just limited flights going there, and they ended up being super, super expensive. Like, because I ended up was going to book my flight from Manila to Siargao last minute. The flight from Manila to Siargao was going to be like almost triple the price of the flight from Bangkok to Cebu. Like, it was ridiculous how expensive it was. So, so yeah, man. Lee says, correct. Okay, Ken's got it covered. Lee says, if I can't afford CB crew chief membership, my pay sucks. I know that feeling. Been there. I still want to meet up. Could that happen under CB support crew membership? How far in advance do you post car events? The CB media meetups are they're open to all Patreon levels. And as far as how far in advance do I post car events? At the first of every month, I post a car event calendar. Now, the problem with Thailand and Southeast Asia is a lot of times car events pop up where I get notified of them a day before the event, sometimes the day of the event. So at the first of the month, I post a car event calendar on my Patreon for Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines. And I post what I know for that month, and then I update that calendar throughout the month as I hear about future events. So, yeah. Yeah, Ken is on the Patreon. Cebu to Bangkok flight is around $250 US. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't triple the cost. My bad. I screwed that up, Nelly and H. It was, but it was. Yeah, the flight from Manila to Siargao was going to be more than what it cost to fly Cebu to Bangkok. It was going to be like $300 US to go to Siargao. because I was booking super last minute, which I tend to do, but I guess the flights are just expensive. So sometimes, at some point, once, for those that don't know, we're coming into rainy season in Thailand, but absolute total peak monsoon season is like September. So I think my plan is to come back to the Philippines in September when it's absolute peak of monsoon season and then go to Siargao because Siargao doesn't have as an aggressive rainy season as Thailand does. You're welcome, Lee. Yeah, but like I said, it's almost time to go home. It's almost time to go back to Thailand. I'm very excited. Ray says, get some Civic content, please. They're very popular in Thailand. Yes, they are. And a lot of people criticize me for not making enough Honda content. Um, yeah, I mean, me personally, I love Hondas. I grew up building, swap Civics, and my first car was a 1988 Honda Prelude SI. Ray, you don't have to copy and paste it multiple times, Ray. Relax. Um, yeah, it's that content's interested. You're interested in that content, but that's not the type of content that will get large amount of views, and it's not something that's extremely unique. I really personally am interested in making content about things about my own personal vehicles and stuff that is extremely unique. Um, because I mean, you can get content about civics on, thousands of other YouTube channels. People tend to come to my YouTube channel for things that are unique. And that's the content that I enjoy making is unique content. Well, I do still do travel consultation services. I do a couple a month for people that want to come to Southeast Asia. The link is in the video description for that information. If you'd like to jump on a video call with me for an hour and have me help you plan your trip to Southeast Asia or move here permanently. So every single person that does it saves them thousands of dollars. You're welcome, Ray. Jeff was asking if I've ever tried Utapao Airport in Pattaya for flights. You know what's so funny about Utapao Airport? Um, I've been in Thailand for, you know, 6, 7 years at this point, and it was probably maybe like a year ago. I was sitting at the Wombat and Kiwi bar on John Tiem Beach Road, and two guys recognized me and they were talking to me and they had their suitcases. And I was like, "Where are you guys going?" They're like, "Oh, we're going to Koh Samui." I'm like, "Oh, cool. So you're going up to Bangkok and you're flying from Bangkok to Koh Samui?" They said, "No, no, we're flying out of Utapao." I had no idea there was an airport in Pattaya. I didn't even know Pattaya had an airport. I had no clue. I just learned this. I've never been there. I've never been to Utapao Airport. Never used it. D Valian Piper. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. Um, yes, Brio cities, freeds, and streams are very unique. And when I attend car events, a lot of times I will feature those Hondas. And to be fair, I specifically love EK9 Civic hatchbacks and DC2 Integras. And if I see a nice DC2 or EK9, I will feature it in my video. But I just don't do, full feature length videos on those cars often. I did make one about ECU shops, all electric Civic hatchback. Lucas said Ladyboy Racing was certainly unique. That is a very unique video. That is a video you're only going to get in the CB Media YouTube channel. That was a great day. UTAPOW is going big time in the next few years. International flights coming soon. I mean, they should. Um, they definitely should. I mean, Samui has its own international airport. Uh, Phuket does. You know, Pattaya is a very, very popular tourist destination. Extremely popular tourist destination. So if people can fly, you know, the thing that sucks about UTAPAL though is it's not actually like in Pattaya. It's like technically, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Rayong, right? I mean, it's like 30 minutes from Pattaya, which I guess is better than 2 hours from, you know, Bangkok airport. That makes sense, Joe. That definitely makes sense. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. The Tokyo Dolphin says, "Do you have Mountain Dew in Thailand?" Do we have Mountain Dew in Thailand? You know, there's certain things that I didn't realize that we don't have, that they have here in the Philippines. Um, I was in the supermarket when I first got here, and I saw a Dr. Pepper. It's been a long time since I've seen a Dr. Pepper. But Mountain Dew, I don't know if we have Mountain Dew in Thailand or not. If you're in the chat and you're in Thailand, do we have Mountain Dew in Thailand? Important questions here on the CB Media Live channel. No, no Dew in Thailand. Man, I'm gonna start smuggling Mountain Dew in and selling it on the black market. Owen Day says, you know, I was thinking about coming to Thailand, but U.S. flights are so expensive. Yes, they are, Owen. They are. The flights from the U.S. to Thailand is very expensive, but once you get here, it's very cheap. It is extremely cheap. Like you can get really nice hotels for 30 to 40 US dollars. So if you're comparing, like, let's say you have 2 weeks, say you have a 2 week vacation and you're looking at going to Key West or you're looking at going to Pattaya. So obviously the flight to Key West is going to be like, you know, three, four, $500 round trip, where a round trip to Thailand is going to be $1,500. But once you get to Key West, you're spending 200, 250, $300 a night for a hotel. Where in Thailand, you're spending 1/10 of that. You're spending $30 a night for a hotel. Cost of food, cost of nightlife, cost of alcohol, everything is significantly cheaper when you compare a tourist destination in the US. I mean, you can compare it to Bangkok. You know, if you're going to take 2 weeks and you're going to go to New York and spend 2 weeks in New York, you're going to spend 2 weeks in New York. You know, you're going to spend what, $5,000 in just hotel rooms at minimum? I mean, at minimum. So while the flights are expensive, whoa, while the 250 times 14, you're gonna spend like $3,500, minimum $3,500 for like a crappy hotel in New York for 2 weeks. So yeah, Ken says $12 for a beachfront cabana on Koh Chang, 100%. I had a bungalow in Koh Chang, and I stayed there for a month, and it was like $350 for like a month for a beachfront bungalow in Koh Chang. So while the flights from the US to Thailand are expensive, once you actually arrive in Thailand, everything is so affordable and so cheap that it makes up for it. Yeah, easy, Jeff. Yeah, look on Airbnb. If you guys have never done it before, I suggest if you've never been to Southeast Asia, just get on Airbnb and look at cool places on Airbnb. Actually, you know what? We'll do it together. Let's look at some baller. We're going to look. Let's check out Koh Samui, right? Okay. Jeff says he did Cetus in John Tim for 2 months. I lived at Cetus for 3 months, Jeff. When were you there? I lived at Cetus for 3 months. That was probably like a year and a half ago, though. When I first left Bangkok to officially move to John Tiem, Cetus was my first stop. I lived in Cetus for 3 months. For 3 months. Yeah, but I want to look at Jeff. I want to look at some really nice places. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some really super baller places. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna move the chat over here. Move you guys right there. So what we're gonna do is we're going to see what kind of, for those that have never been to Southeast Asia. So let's look at some stuff that's like really nice. If you are in America, Australia, UK, right now, what are you guys paying for a hotel per night? Like average. Like average, what do you pay for a hotel? In the US, UK, Australia. I want to know. Please let me know in the chat below. Last time I was in the US, I stayed in a hotel in downtown Atlanta because my flight leaving was at like 8:30 a.m. and I didn't want to take a chance of missing my flight. So I got a hotel, 160, 200-ish. Yeah, so in downtown Atlanta, which Atlanta is not New York. Atlanta is not LA. Atlanta is not Miami. Atlanta's cheap. $300 in Miami. Yeah, Puerto Rico, 25 bucks, 140. So I paid $180 for an okay hotel in downtown Atlanta, but I paid $180 for the hotel. They charged me $20 for parking. They charged me $10 for internet. So, I was in it like 220 bucks or something. Okay, so, okay, we're going to be fair. Last time I was in Atlanta, I paid $220 for one night, including parking, my hotel, parking, and internet. It was about 220 bucks for one night in an okay hotel in downtown Atlanta. So out of curiosity, let's see what kind of hotel what kind of place you can get for half that price. So we're going to look, what can you get for, we're going to go 80 to 120 bucks. This is half the price of what you would pay, what I paid for a hotel in Atlanta. Bruh. Hold up. How much is this? $120 a night. This is $120 a night. This is half the price of what I paid for a hotel in Atlanta. Bro, that view. That view is unreal. Man. I really like Koh Samui a lot. Koh Samui is very underrated. People say it's expensive, but Koh Samui is just like Phuket. You know, it can be expensive, but it can also be affordable. Many people say Phuket's super expensive. Yes, of course. If you're in, you know, Patong, Koh Samui can be expensive if you're in Chawang, but it also can be pretty affordable. So this is 120 a night. $100 a night. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath villa, pool villa. Look at this place, dude. Wow. See, stuff like this is the reason why I wish my family would actually get passports and come visit me. So like, you know, you get your if you have a family that is actually willing to travel, you can get like, you know, your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, cousins, and come rent a place like this, a pool villa. And bro, this place is nice. And it's $108 a night. Unbelievable, dude. Joe says the airport in Samui is amazing. It's like a resort. It's almost worth going to Koh Samui just to go to the airport. Like the first time when I landed in Koh Samui, I was like, "This is the airport? What the hell?" Richard, what's up, dude? No, this is not my bacon racing shirt. This is not my bacon racing shirt. This is my Super Pig shirt. Richard, Super Pig is the guy that has the tube chassis, all carbon body, Isuzu D-Max. Like it's a pro mod. It's essentially a pro mod, one of the like the 1500 horsepower, all carbon body. Isuzu D-Max is one of the ones that's not actually a truck that runs like, you know, low sevens in the quarter. He's Super Pig. I got distracted by all this cool stuff. Richard says I paid 180 bucks for the Marriott by the airport in Atlanta. Yeah, Richard, I can't remember where I stayed. I stayed in like downtown like a couple years ago, and I think I stayed at Marriott as well, and I paid 180. But then they charged me um they charged me like 20 bucks for parking and then like $10 for internet. Yeah, so I mean it's stuff like this is unbelievable, dude. That you can get these type of deals. Man, come on, look at this. 120 bucks a night. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. Four bedrooms, uh It's 120 bucks. You split that 4 ways, dude. Come on, man. Unbelievable. What, bro? This is 120 bucks a night. 120 bucks a night for this. You know, that's what I'm saying. People are like, "Oh my god, it's it's so expensive to, yeah, it's expensive to get to Thailand." But I truly believe if you have 2 weeks vacation time or holiday, if you're a Brit or Aussie or whatever, if you have 2 weeks for your vacation or holiday, uh, and you compare again, let's say Key West to Koh Samui, even with the cost difference in flights, you would come out way cheaper going to Koh Samui over going to Key West. Richard says next time in Thailand, going to hit up Koh Samui for sure. Richard, I think I told you this. So if you're going to go to Koh Samui, you have to be really, you have to make sure that you go in the right time period. Koh Samui's rainy season is later in the year than other places. Like, generally speaking, most of Thailand, the rainy season is like June, July, August, September. In Koh Samui, it's like September, October, November. So, but Koh Samui, if you're here and if you're in Thailand in the country's typical rainy season, like right now, like June, July, August, Koh Samui gets significantly less rain than any other place in Thailand. Tim says round trip from Toronto to Pattaya is only 800 bucks. It's a good deal. That's a good deal. I mean, I remember pre-pandemic, I used to, when I still split my time between Atlanta and Bangkok, I would always just be looking for like deals on flights, and occasionally a deal would pop up, 600-700 bucks round trip, especially if it was like last minute and they were trying to fill seats, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's a flight that leaves tomorrow, and I can get a round trip for like 680 bucks." I'd be like, "Oh, well, I wasn't planning on going to Thailand tomorrow, but I guess I'm going to Thailand." And then I would just book a flight and go to Thailand for 2 or 3 weeks. It's a good point. I think most Americans take a week-long vacation. I could be wrong, but 2 week vacation is expensive no matter where you go. Yeah, that's the problem for most Americans. Most Americans, just the way our work culture is, it's very common for somebody to get a vacation that's a 1 week vacation. And if you only have a 1 week vacation, it's very difficult to go. I would not suggest coming from the US to go to Thailand on a 1 week vacation because it's essentially 24 hours of travel time. And then once you get here, you need a day or so to get over the jet lag. And then it's 24 hours to get back. And then you need a day to get over the jet lag. It's not worth it. I always tell people 2 weeks bare minimum. Um, Richard, who's in the chat, he just came over, and I think Richard, how long are you? Richard, if you're still here, how long were you in Thailand? Was it 10 days or 12 days? And it's 10 or 12 days is I think maybe doable, but I really try to tell people 2 weeks minimum. That's not bad. Lee says right now out of Denver, it's about 1,050. Rick R, appreciate the super chat, dude. Thank you for the support, and you're welcome. Thanks, Rick. Richard, 11 days on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it can be done. But I really kind of tell people 14 days is. Let's look and see what you can get if So these are the type of places you can get at half of what you would pay for an average hotel in the US. Let's see what you can get if you're going to pay the average price for a hotel in the US. So let's look 180 to 240 bucks. So if you're willing to spend essentially what you would spend for a normal hotel in the US in Thailand, this is what you get for $215. Damn. Actually, I think I know where this villa is. Damn. So the cost of this villa is cheaper. This is cheaper than the last hotel that I got in the US. Just a normal hotel. That's crazy, dude. Would you say Thailand is family friendly? I have two under the age of 10. Yes, Thailand is very family friendly as long as you go to the correct place. You know, um, I would suggest if you're taking a family vacation to Thailand, I would suggest Koh Samui or Phuket as for a family vacation. Or if you want to go up in the mountains, Chiang Mai is nice as well. Just make sure not to go during their burning season where they burn the rice fields. Yeah, there's tons of family activities. Americans have this weird thing in their head that they think Thailand is just a giant red light district. Where if you talk to people from Australia or the UK, like they go there with their families all the time. So once again, $216 a night for this place. Uh, yeah, look, there you go. Little kids right there. There you go. Family friendly. So once again, this is cheaper than what I paid for my hotel in Atlanta last time I was in Atlanta. 195 a night for this place. Dude, that's nice. Talk about a place for a sunset beer. Bruh. That would be a really, really good sunset beer. I love this. I love how a lot of these villas have the sliding glass doors where it essentially opens up. And if you're on the ocean like this with the sea breeze, that is a very popular thing in Bali as well. Alina, did I pronounce your name right, Alina? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate the beer. That will buy me a beer later tonight. Martin E says it's so hot in Cebu. It's not that hot in Cebu. Well, I mean, it's all perspective, right? But in Thailand, it's significantly hotter than it is here. That's one of the reasons I'm here. What are my usual layovers flying out of Atlanta? So your best deal when it comes to flying out of Atlanta is Delta. Delta partners with Korean Air, and the Delta Korean Air flight is the best that I found. And normally, how that goes is you either go Atlanta to Seoul and Seoul to Bangkok, or you go Atlanta to JFK in New York, JFK to Seoul, and then Seoul to Bangkok. And it's normally around 20 hours, 20 to 22 hours. That's the best flight that I found out of Atlanta. Koh Samui Silver Beach is great. I stayed there for 3 months. Correct, Chris. Koh Samui is great. Ken says worst flight he ever had was Korean Air. Wow. That's surprising. I have flown. Okay, so to be fair, Ken, when I take that trip, it's actually a Delta flight, but they partner with Korean Air. So I don't think I've ever really booked Korean Air. It's always been Delta, but then they work with Korean Air. And I've taken that flight probably, man, 10, 12 times. Always been a great experience for me. But, you know, man, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, $209 a night. $209 a night. 4 bedrooms, you know? You split this 4 ways, incredibly cheap. It's unbelievable. And let's look at Pattaya. Oh my God, really? This looks like a whole resort. What? Uh, Damn. Wow, look at this place. $204 a night. Wow. Holy crap, that is sick. This is probably one of my favorite ones that we've seen. Bruh, that is sick. That's unbelievable. That's $204 a night for that place. Oh, look at this one. Near Walking Street, the Cloud Dream Luxury Pool Villa. I don't want to know what has gone down in this villa. I hope this villa has been well sanitized. Do not break out the black light on this villa. Am I buffering? Yeah, part of life in the Philippines is crappy internet. Even if you like where I'm staying has like the best internet you can get. Martin, I am in IT Park. Andy says I rented a mansion in Songkla for $1,200 a month, and I had a spare house in the garden. I believe it. Songkla is super cheap. Yeah, that pool. Yeah, the pool needs to be scrubbed down for sure. How much is this place? 228 a night. Yeah, 100%. There's been some. Bro, this is the living room. That's the living room. Wow. Yeah. There's probably been quite a few lady boys banged on this pool table. Oh my god. It's nice though. Dang, look at that shower. Yeah, this is a hardcore party house. 100%. Near Walking Street, the Cloud Dream Luxury Pool Villa. $228 a night. Cleanliness, 4.9 out of 5 stars. Everybody keeps asking me what I'm drinking. Yes, I'm drinking Windex. It's sugar-free Gatorade. Look at the size of the aircon unit above the pool table. Did I miss that? Oh yeah, this giant air conditioning unit. Yeah, that's a big boy right there. Yeah, that's a huge air conditioning unit. That's like a commercial grade air conditioning unit. Dude, look at this place. It's like a very like modern minimalist design. Look at the shower here. Unbelievable. Like this is like a staircase and a walkway in the middle of the villa that's like this looks like a luxury like resort, and it's a 4 bedroom, 4 bath villa for $240 a night. Unbelievable, bro. Guys, if you're on my Patreon, at some point we need to throw in together and just rent a place like this for a weekend. Oh, this place is sick. Bro, look at this place. It's $207 a night. It has its own party room, billiards, karaoke, games, and TV. It has its own party room. Dude, this place is sick. Joe, 100%. That's what we're going to do next. I was planning on that, Joe. Joe says, can we go the other way and see what like $30 to $50 a night gets you? We'll do that next. That was my plan. I just keep getting distracted by these sick villas. Someone asked if I have a maid. I've heard they're cheap over there. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much just use a cleaning service. So once a week or once every 2 weeks, I hire a cleaning service to come clean my condo, and it's normally like You know, if you have a normal size condo, like a one bedroom condo, it's normally like $10 for them to come clean your condo for an hour. And, you know, I normally give them like a 100 baht tip. So you're to basically, it'll be like two or three people will come with all the cleaning supplies and everything. And they just take an hour and they just clean your condo really, really well. And you're in it for like $13, like 12, $13 to clean your condo. This is definitely not in the US. So the Airbnbs that we're currently looking at, this is in Pattaya, Thailand. I love this place. This is one of my favorites that I've seen. Bruh, what? This is the name of the house. Backstreet House. This place is sick. This is the game room. They call it the party house or the party room. $207 a night. Crazy, dude. Some super nice stuff. Okay, as Joe said, we're going to flip it and we're going to see what you can get for like we're going to go 30 to 60 US dollars. So this is for guys that you're coming over here, you're by yourself and you want a nice place. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, if anybody on my Patreon wants to toss in and get one of these villas for a weekend, let me know. You know, I bet you can get a place at my old condo where I used to live for this price. There you go. Look at that. Found it. I wonder if this is a this is the condo that I used to live at. This is the condo that I lived at for the past year. $31 a night. I wonder if it's a studio or if it's a yeah, this is the pool. This was my pool. Spent many days at this pool. Yeah. Ken says let's do it Songkran next round. Bro, great idea, Ken. Songkran weekend? Yeah, so this is the condo that I used to live in. This is the lobby. Yeah, this is the entryway. I've driven my motorbike and my cars down this multiple times. No, this is not a studio. This is the exact floor plan, like literally the exact same, not literally the exact same condo, but it's the exact same floor plan that I lived in for a year. My washing machine was out on my balcony. Uh, but this huge balcony, like this is. See you later, Andy. This is you can get the condo, the exact same floor plan, in the exact same building that I lived in for the past year. You can rent this place for $31 a night. Unbelievable. That's a great deal. That is a great deal. Let's see what we can get for super cheap. See what you can get for. Bruh, $13 a night. This is $13 a night. It's got a rain head shower. It's got a walk-in shower with a rain with an overhead rain shower and a pool for $13 a night. Unbelievable. And it's not on the beach, but it's a 5-minute walk to the beach. This place is actually on the beach. This is beachfront. I mean, it's bigger than most hotels. Walk-in shower, clean bathrooms, clean. It's got a pool. It's bigger than most hotels. It's literally on the beach, bro. Like, for $15 a night. It's on the beach. That's unbelievable. This one's $14. Oh, I know where this is. I know what condo building this is. I think this is one of the View Talle condos. $14. Unbelievable, dude. Why am I renting condos long term? I just need to Airbnb stuff. What can you get for $11? This is $11 a night. 11? There's nothing wrong with this. At all. I mean, it's just a studio, but again, rain head shower, clean bathroom. Looks like a decent condo complex. That's your view from your balcony. So this isn't on the beach. This is probably a 10-minute walk to the beach. But it's $11. Bro, $11. That's unbelievable. Look at that. $11 a night. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely nuts. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm trying to get caught up on the chat here. Yeah, we're shopping. Walking my shoes in Thailand. Just tuned in. Looks like chat is shopping. Yeah, we're shopping for, we're looking at Airbnbs. Where do I keep my cars? My motorbike is parked at a friend's race shop in Pattaya. My motorbike is there. My E30 is at the garage in Bangkok getting a new starter motor. And my my Evo is parked at my friend's car wash in Bangkok. So I have vehicles scattered around the country essentially. Ken S says that's where I stayed. Ken, where did you stay? Which one? Matt says this is low season prices. Yeah, of course. But if you book for high season like right now, you'll be able to get those same deals if you book now. Now, that said, if you if you're sitting here in December, if you're sitting at home in December and go, I'm going to go to Thailand next week, and you try to book for, you know, next week and it's high season, the prices will probably be double that. The last one I looked at. Okay. Laguna. You stayed at Laguna. Got you. Yeah, I've stayed at Laguna before as well, I think. Many years ago. I have a friend that I think he had a condo there and he let me stay there. I think it was Laguna. I could be mistaken. But yeah. How was it, Ken? So Ken says he stayed at that apartment complex that had the $11 a night Airbnb. Walking in my shoes, good point. I looked at View Tally 8 as well. I almost moved into View Tally 8. Um, if you're looking for short term and you're in John Tiem, you can go to View Tally 8. I will actually show you guys. So I looked at this place as well. I almost moved in here. It's on John Tiem Beach. It is. So here is Pattaya Beach. This is Pattaya Beach. This is Pratamak. Here is John Tiem. If you are coming to Thailand and you want to stay in the Pattaya area and you are going to stay here for a month, around where is it? It's around John Tiem 14. Yeah, here we go. Drop a right here. So this is John Tiem Beach Road. Right here, View Tally 8. So I talked to these people. You can just literally, you can walk in here, walk up to their office, and they had when I went in there, they had rentals for 15K a month. Now the thing is about these compared to an Airbnb, when I came here, they're very large studio. It's a very very big studio, but so but the difference is when I went there, they didn't have bed sheets or pillows or like forks and knives and like kitchen utensils and stuff like that. So you would have to go somewhere and buy pillows and bed sheets and towels and forks and knives and all that type of stuff. You know, but if you're going to stay here for a month, it's not really it's a pretty good deal. Or you just go the Airbnb route. And when you go Airbnb and you show up at a place, they're going to have everything for you. So it just kind of depends on what route you want to go. But that's a very good point. This condo building right here, View Tally 8, somebody was saying you can get them 17K. When I went there, they were telling me 15K. They told me 15,000 baht. But I think when I went there, it was, when was it? It wasn't peak season. I do know it was not peak season, but I mean, this is completely beachfront as well. Ken says he liked it. Yeah. Yeah, I've looked at Copacabana and John Tim. It looks nice as well. But it's really kind of, I don't know. Copacabana is like I don't know. To me, it's kind of the design of the building and like the condos. It's kind of cheesy. Like it's trying so hard to be luxurious that it's kind of almost tacky to me personally. And there are a ton of Airbnbs there. Like I considered renting a condo there long term on like a year lease, but it just I don't know. It's there's so many Airbnbs there that, I mean, pretty much almost every building that you rent from is going to have some Airbnbs. But Copacabana is like, I feel like almost 50% of the units there are short-term rentals, which can get old, people coming and going. I would rather live in a building long-term that has locals and long-term expats and not people that are here for 2 weeks partying nonstop, you know? So. Ken says view tile 8 currently 20K, but if you sign a year, it's 15K. Yeah, I think they probably changed the prices for view tile. If you just walk in and talk to the chicks that are in the front office, they probably have different pricing structure just depending on what time of year it is. Uh, but recently, I've been doing a lot of looking on Facebook Marketplace for condos because eventually, in the next few months, I do need to sign another 1 year lease. And out of curiosity, I looked at View Tally 8. And right now, you can get on Facebook Marketplace and just type in View Tally 8, and you'll see ones for rent there for 13K a month. But I don't want to, I don't want to live on John Tim Beach anymore because of the traffic and the construction and all that type of stuff. Owen says, "What's the best hotel you can recommend in Thailand?" I can't recommend. I don't. You don't. I don't. I don't know what you're. The best. You want the best? Owen wants to know what is the best hotel. I'll give you a recommendation. I am going to recommend you the Four Seasons. The Four Seasons in Koh Samui. It's $2,000 a night. That's what I recommend. I can't recommend you I can't give you an honest recommendation if I don't know a budget or where you want to stay or what your priorities are. Are you coming there with your wife and 3 kids? Are you coming there as a single guy and wanting to like party and nightlife? Depends on budget, depends on what you want. But if you're coming to Thailand and somebody else brought this up earlier in the live stream, if you are coming to Thailand and you do need my help to plan your trip, I cannot be a tour guide because that is like a restricted profession under Thailand's law. But what I can do is I can give you 7 years of experience living in Thailand crammed down into an hour with a 1 hour video chat. I do consultation services. So if you are planning your trip to Thailand, it's guaranteed. I guarantee you, I will save you at least double what the consultation cost. Guaranteed. The links in the description if you want to book me for a consultation service. It's a 1 hour video chat. Nevin, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Tosh the Mosh was asking, does long term rent make any difference in the price? Yeah, it generally does. You know, most landlords in Thailand, they prefer a 12-month lease. Some will do 6-month lease, and some will also do a 3 month lease. I did a 3 month lease recently in John TM, maybe like a year and a half ago at Cetus, and the unit that I was in was normally that unit rents for about 20 to 20,000 baht for a month. 20 to 20,000 20 to 24,000 baht is the going rate for uh, that particular floor plan and that particular building on a 12-month lease. And I end up having to pay 30,000 baht a month for a 3 month lease. So instead of 20 to 24, I paid 30. But that was because essentially what I had to do was I had to go. I got on Facebook Marketplace. I found units that were up for rent in the condo building that I wanted to rent in, and I just copy and pasted the same message to like every person going, "Hey, look, I know you're asking X amount of money for this on a 12-month lease. Would you be willing to allow me to do a 3 month lease if I paid more than your asking price? If so, how much do you need?" And eventually somebody agreed to a 3 month lease. And again, I had to pay 30K a month instead of like 20 to 24K. Matt G said, Chad, if you were not, where will you go if not John TM? I was looking at Nakula or Pratamak. Yeah, I'm either going to move to Pratamak Hill, or I'm also honestly really highly considering moving back to Bang San, which is like halfway between Bangkok and Pattaya. I'm really considering going back to Bang San Beach. The reason is I don't really go out and party often. I don't go out and drink and party that much anymore. And I go to Bangkok pretty much every single weekend. So the drive that goes, the trip from Bang San to Bangkok every weekend, it cuts that commute in like half. So, but the only thing that really sucks about Bang San is on weekends, it is completely rammed with Thai people. There's many, so many Thai people come from Bangkok to go to Bang San on weekends. If I live in Bang San, I'm going to have to live in Bang San under the terms that pretty much every single weekend I leave Bang San. I either go to Bangkok for a car event or go to Pattaya and just hang out in Pattaya for the weekend. So I don't know. Yeah, Ken says Pratamak is awesome. Stayed there last visit. Yeah, Pratamak's nice. I really love John Tiem. I'd planned to stay in John Tiem for a very, very long time, but unfortunately, the all the big tour buses that go through there really screw up the traffic. All the Thai people that go through there and they're selling fruit and squid that they drive through at like the slowest pace possible, and then they park on the side, they park on the road and like take up half a lane, and it just totally screws up all the traffic. The combination of the tour buses, the Thai people selling fruit and squid out of the back of their trucks, the road construction, and it turning into a one-way, it's just, it's a shit show now, man. Yeah. So I really, really love John, especially that bottom end of John TM where it's much more quiet. I really, really liked it there a lot. But unfortunately, it's time to move on. So yeah, maybe Pratamak if I can find if I can find a condo that I like that has parking for my cars, or back to Bang San. Um, I don't know. I'm really not sure. My original plan was to move to Bang Sarai, even further south than John Tiem. I was going to move to Bang Sarai, but I had a really bad experience there, where one of the beach vendors tried to pull out a hammer and threatened to assault me and my BMW E30 with a hammer. So, because he didn't like where I parked my car. I parked my car on Beach Road in a public parking space to go to a bar, and he completely lost his mind. It's a beach vendor, a guy that operates a business on Bangsaray Beach, pulled out a hammer and threatened to assault me and smash my BMW with a hammer. So I tell everybody from this point forward for the rest of my life to avoid Bangsaray, because the beach vendors there are violent people that will assault you. So luckily it happened before I pulled the trigger and moved to Bangsaray. I was going to move. There's a really nice new condo in Bangsaray. I can't remember the name of it. I was going to move there, but not anymore. Why don't I take you guys on beer beaches and sunset trips anymore? Have I missed them recently? I really enjoyed those. Yeah, these days I'm enjoying them a lot as well. Instead of like actually filming them, I just sit down and I enjoy my drink on the beach and watch the sunset with my phone face down instead of like documenting it, you know? Richard, correct. Dang, that is the little town we rode motorbikes to, and good smoothies on the beach. Yeah. Yep. Right, Richard. Yeah, I was going to move there. I used to go there once a week. Not anymore. Yeah, pro tip. If you're in Thailand, avoid Bang Saray. 100% avoid Bang Saray. Yep, that's it, Richard. Yeah, I still do my sunset. I've tried to cut down on drinking beer so much because I'm trying to be more healthy. I go to the gym and I have a personal trainer and stuff like that. I try to eat better, so I'm actually drinking less beers. These days, I'm trying to drink less in general. But these days, when I do drink, I try to drink like, you know, whiskey and Coke Zero or something like that. But if I am out on the beach, I'm having a drink at sunset. A lot of times I'll post stuff on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, Chad B Photography. The link's in the description. So I post stuff there sometimes, but I really don't do it for my YouTube videos anymore because the YouTube videos just take so much work filming that type of content that I don't I'm not able to enjoy it. All those times where I filmed that content, I never actually enjoyed that beach. I never enjoyed that drink. I never enjoyed that sunset because I was focused on filming it instead of actually enjoying it. These days, I take a picture and post it on my Instagram story, and then I actually enjoy the experience. Richard, Red Label and Coke Zero for the win, baby. Okay, guys, it is 11:20 a.m. here in Cebu, Philippines, and I got stuff to do today. I got to get some work done. I'm going to order lunch with Grab, and then I have to continue to search on Airbnb for a place for me to stay in Thailand when I arrive later this week. Yes, it is officially time for me to return home back to Thailand later this week. It's been a fantastic month here in the Philippines, and I really, truly have enjoyed it. But I miss Thailand. I miss Thai food. I miss Thai massages. Uh, I miss being by the beach. I miss Thai car culture. I miss my friends. I miss the car shows and the drag races there. And I miss my cars. So it's officially time for me to return home. I will probably try to do another live stream here before I leave the Philippines. And maybe we'll do a full recap on my month here and go over the positives and negatives of the Philippines in case you're planning a trip to come here yourself. But I'm out of here. Like I said, I got stuff to do. I'll catch you guys in another live